Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Anne Alexson and we are going live this morning for StarSoul Satsang. Please read the comments so that you know that we're going to spend the first 5 minutes just breathing and coming into this space together, bringing our full presence. And I'm just going to share this out before we get started so that everybody knows where to find me. That's in case anybody is looking for me, of course. Thank you so much for joining me. I love to see you all coming in to join me, and thank you for that. If you are watching the replay, you might want to fast forward 5 minutes or so before we get into the nitty-gritty of our conversation today. Please read the description of the live so you know what to do. Good morning, Olivia. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. I'm just going to share this into the Mystery School for Women. Sorry, the Mystery Unschool for Light Beings, Soul Sisters and Multidimensional Mystics. Just posting that in there. I'm just going to share it into one more group. No, I'm not. Thank you. Thanks, Ellen. Thank you, Wendy, Olivia, Tanya. Great to see you. Anara, Wendy. Hello, Wendy. All right, beautiful. So now that that's all done, all that sharing's done, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just close my eyes and bring myself into this space. I'm going to do some breathing, and I invite you to do the same with me as we bring ourselves into this space. And then I'm going to simply share a message with you. And then after the message has been shared, depending on time of course, I'm going to open up for Q&A or discussion, whatever it is that you feel that you want from me. All right, so let me have some water. And let's just simply bring ourselves into this moment. Just getting myself comfortable. And just do some breathing in and out. I'm not going to keep talking because what I'm doing is also wanting to move my conscious mind out of the way so that the guides can come through and speak directly to you. So if you just keep breathing, relaxing, if anyone comes in and asks what's happening, you might respond to them, please. If you feel like there's someone that you know or a group that you know that might want to join us, please share or tag in the comments. And now I'm going to be quiet. Welcome. We are all that is, as are you, and we wish to join you this day and every week moving forward in order to share with you a blessing, to share with you an activation, to share with you words that might serve you moving forward through your ascension, through your growth, through your desire to be more than you're currently being. Indeed, for your desire to be empowered, to become self-empowered, to step into your empowerment, indeed to become one with all that is, and to step into your sovereignty, into your ownership of yourself. You are the physical manifestation of all that is. You are the physical manifestation of source energy. And as such, you have the power to create your reality. We tell you this, and we will continue to tell you this every time we meet. And we believe it's important for you to hear it so that you might start to. And as we speak these words to you, you can feel the energy of them moving into your physical form. You can feel your vibration lifting up to meet these words, to meet this truth. And we tell you this over and over and over again in order for you to tap into this ability that you have to create your reality. Now, we know that many of you hear these words all the time, and yet so many of you, after the moment of hearing these words, fall back into your disempowerment because it's comfortable, because it's what you're used to. And so this is why we will say it over and over and over and over and over again to you until you get it at a vibrational level, at a knowing level, not just as words that sound good and that offer you hope. We don't want you vibrating at hope, we want you vibrating at sovereignty at this point in time. This is part of your evolution, this is part of you moving forward, this is part of you stepping up and claiming your place in the transformation that is happening in this world and in your humanity. We thank you for your presence. We thank you for your willingness to receive these blessings, to receive these words, to receive the vibrational upliftment, so to speak, that will happen to you as you are listening, as you are bringing your full presence here at this time. Thank you. Now, we're not done yet. Many of you who stand before us are here to change the world, so to speak. Now, we don't want you to take that on as a burden on your shoulders, but rather to allow yourself to know that you are supported through everything that you do, that every idea that you have to change the world, that every glimmer that you have of what might be coming for you, that you lose your fear of it, and so therefore you step into it more fully, because your time is now. It is now time for you to take these steps. And we are here supporting you. Indeed, you are supported with everything you do. You always have been. And now we want to explain to you how that works. And so you are, as we say to you every time, the physical manifestation of source energy, the physical manifestation of the universe, the physical manifestation of your Akashic record, the physical manifestation of all that is, and the physical manifestation of God and your guides and your angelic beings and your guardians. You are the physical manifestation of all that exists. And so, as the physical manifestation of all that is, you are on the leading edge, as our friend Abraham likes to say. You are on the leading edge. This planet is the leading edge, and we're asking you now to jump off, so to speak, metaphorically, to jump off the leading edge and to allow yourself to receive all of the support that you've been asking for, because you are the physical manifestation of it all. And as such, when you ask, everything that is non-physical comes rushing towards you to help you, to serve you, to bow down before you and say, how can we help? And you dismiss it most of the time. We want you to step into it now. We want you to recognize it. We want you to know every single time that I ask, all of my non-physical aspects will come running towards me with the answer. Indeed, with a silver platter, with the answer on the top, with the thing that I need, with the beings that I need, with the clients that I need, with the money that I need, with the ideas that I need, all delivered to you. They're right there in front of you right now, but you're blocking them because you still believe that you are less than the physical manifestation of all that is. And this is why we will continue to remind you that you are the physical manifestation of all that is, and as such, you hold all the power to change this world. It is not us, it is not we, it is not your non-physical aspects that will change the world. Yes, we will be there supporting you, holding your back, so to speak, as you step forward. But we are not that which will change the world. You are that which will change the world. You have all the support you need. You have all the knowledge that you need. You have everything that you need. And we wish for you to believe that more fully. And in believing it, it will come true, because in believing it, you will allow yourself to receive. And since everything that you've ever asked for is right now available to you, in every moment that you ask, it's right there. Your only job is to receive. And so we urge you now to start to receive, to start to believe. Yes, I am the physical manifestation of all that is, therefore I really am as good as I think I am. And to allow your gifts to be given. Allow that which you've asked for to be given to you. Well, it's already given to you, but allow yourself to receive that which has been given. You are the physical manifestation of all that is. You are nothing less than perfect. And we hope through these weekly gatherings to remind you of this, and in reminding you of this, to lift your vibration up to a level where you can start to take those actions, to take those ideas that you're receiving from your non-physical, to receive those ideas and to allow them to birth through you into the physical. That is the act of manifestation, to manifest them into reality through your physical form. You are the physical manifestation of all that is. We are all that is. And we are here to do your bidding, to serve you. Because in serving you, we serve ourselves. We are all ascending. We are all taking this journey. We are all in some growth. We are all one. And we are done for now. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to keep going in just a few moments. I imagine I'm going to be able to open my eyes, which I can't do just yet. Everything's too bright. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that message. It's so bright. It is so bright. I can barely see, and I need to put my glasses on. Whew. Okay. Hello, and waving to everybody that's joined us who said anything. Thank you so much for all the weird emojis. There's an angry one, and there's a smiley one, and there's a sad one, and I don't quite understand what that's all about, but that's okay. I'd love to have some hearts. Let me know that you're with me. Let me know that you received the message. I do hope that it was a good message, and I hope that you got what you wanted from it. I hope that it serves you. Of course, I always hope that it serves you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm not going to look at the emojis because there's an angry one that comes by every now and then. I'm not quite sure what that's about, and that's okay. I imagine that, I suspect anyway, that often when you press those buttons, it ends up sending the wrong one. So thank you for that. All right, so now I'm going to open up and ask if anybody has any questions about anything that we've had. Thank you, Wendy, for letting us know that you love the message, and Tanya as well. Thank you. It was a nice mild one to start with, to get us started for this journey that we're going to take over the next couple of months, every single Monday at the same time. I'm just going to move a little bit closer to you. Hello. Now I can see. Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing that, for letting me know that it was much needed. Hello, Hannah. Sorry that you missed the message, but go back and watch the replay. Just our first message for today was a nice, mild, gentle one. So, yeah. I just want to open now if anybody has any questions about anything that we shared in the message, or if you just simply want to ask a question about anything at all. All right, let me have a look. Oh, Dornell, thank you for being present and open to gift all of us with such love and bright light. Thank you so much. It's my absolute pleasure you call it forth by being present with me. So thank you for being present with me, Dornell, and everybody else, of course. Oh, Joey, hello. Good to see you. Yes, we all need reminders of who we are from time to time. And, you know, we kind of get off on, I can feel there, when the guides are coming through and they're sharing that and saying, we just want to remind you, I can feel that it's almost like a parent talking to a little child, you know, just reminding them how loved they are. So it's beautiful. Yeah, Wendy, exactly. We do. We get cemented in us. Please excuse me one moment. I'm just in need of some water. If you have any questions about the message we shared, or if you'd like to ask any questions for yourself, please do so. I've got still a little bit of time to go, where I'll be here for you until, well, let's say another 15 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, just ask away. Of course, the guides are still with me. So if you have any questions for them, or for me, or for us. Okay, that's good, Wendy. So Wendy's just saying she had a massive pain in her third eye and crown and pressure in her head, but after the message has settled. Makes absolute sense to me, because we did some work on raising your vibrational frequency, raising you up to stepping into your power. So that makes total sense, because part of our power at this time is having an open third eye and an open crown as well. So thanks for sharing that, Wendy. If anybody else wants to share anything or ask a question, I'm here for you. I feel a bit strange that people are not asking questions, but that's okay. Tell me what you want from me for the next 12 minutes. So if anybody wants anything from me for 12 minutes, I'm all yours. If you don't know who I am, if you've joined me and you don't know who I am, if you're watching and you don't know who I am, my name's Anne Alexson. I am Australia's leading channel. I'm a direct voice channel for the non-physical, highly evolved stream of consciousness group that call themselves All That Is. And we do transformation in your frequency field. We do physical healing, emotional healing. Really, I just open myself up, move my conscious mind out of the way and allow my guides to come through, or my non-physical aspects to come through and provide whatever it is that you're looking for. So I see we've got some things here. I'm just on my computer's over here, so it's easier for me to read. Fee is just saying, I turned on just in time to hear exactly what I needed to hear. Absolutely perfect. Aren't you an amazing creator, Fee? I need to make some big life-changing decisions this week. Okay, great. Good. Sally, missed the message? That's all right, Sally. You know where to find it later. And Joey, when manifesting our desires, say we have a list of things we want to manifest. Do we manifest things one at a time, or can we manifest these all at once during meditation, for example? If I have a lot of things we want to manifest, do I ask for one lump sum from the universe to get all of these? I don't know if I'm making sense. I understand exactly what you're saying, Joey. And so what I'm going to say to you is this. So the art of manifesting, or the act of manifesting, is to ask for what you want with a vibration of knowing that you'll receive it. So to ask with confidence, to ask with faith, to ask knowing that you're worthy of it. So if you need to do any work around being worthy, get to work on that. And then you ask through living. Here's the thing, you ask through your living. Now you can refine it and perhaps write a list of all the things that you want. You'll want to focus on the experiences and the thing that you want to manifest, not how much it's going to cost you. although you can do that as well. Whatever feels right for you to do, because you're the creator of your reality. So whatever feels right to you is the right thing to do. You're the creator of your reality. There's no one rule that fits everybody. What I like to do is to write down every single morning just some journaling around, I choose to know and believe that I have a new car. I choose to know and believe that life is wonderful. I choose to know and believe. And so I end up writing a whole list of things that's different every day. But I know that what I asked for yesterday is there as for me as well. So there's no need for me to repeat over and over what I wrote the day before, or to do affirmations over and over. And so what I want to say in answer to your question is, you can decide what everything is going to cost you financially or money-wise, and ask for that amount of money if you desire to do it that way, if that feels good to you. The problem is that so many of us have so much crap around money that puts us on the back foot right away. And so the best thing to do is to focus on, well, I want this car, and I want this house, and I want this experience, and I want this kind of life. And then ask for those things without a money attachment to it. Unless you've dealt with your money stuff, which I know some people have, but most of us haven't. Money is a big, yucky, murky thing. So, so I think I've answered your question, Joey. I hope so. And I hope it helps. I know I answered it, but I also didn't answer it, because I said whatever you believe is going to work for you is what will work for you. We all get to make that up ourselves, because I'm the creator of my reality and you're the creator of your reality, so you create it the way that you want it to be. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I'm glad that they reinforced what you needed. Yes, Wendy, absolutely. And so while we're talking over the next few minutes, we're going to do some energy clearing for you, which we just did with that big breath that I just took. That was some energy clearing for you. Sally, Sally, you messaged me, and I'm going to be getting back to you today with regards to my 28-day money program. Yes, I will be running it again. In what format, I'm not quite sure as yet. I'll be making that decision today, and then I will let you know. All right? Ellen's feeling adrift. Feels not stuck exactly, but adrift. Might be better. Okay, do I need any course correction? Okay, so Ellen, what I'm really feeling for you is that you're in this space of... It actually feels like a really beautiful space to me, Ellen. It feels like a really comforting space. It feels like, and the image that I'm seeing is a donut. You know, those things that you lie in water. So your bum's in the water and your feet are in the water. Maybe you've got your head back and your hair's in the water, but it's keeping you afloat, okay? It feels like you're simply in one of those moments. It's like a readjustment period. Just stop. Just breathe, just float. Just allow yourself to float. And at some point, you will look up and you'll see what action to next take. In other words, what we're saying to you is go with the flow. Allow yourself to have these moments of peacefulness where it doesn't feel like there's anything to do, and yet also there's this knowing that there is something to do at some point. So just simply wait for your non-physical to provide the thing to you and then receive it. Okay? So that's what's happening there for you. And Tracy, it's the same for you. We are in this energy at the moment of, you know, we've asked and asked and asked and asked and asked and asked and asked, and now we're kind of going, as we wait for the answer to come. So that is what's happening with you, Ellen, and also Tracy. Jennifer, hello, lovely to see you. Oh, what a great question. So Jennifer's just saying, I'm wondering how not to let one negative thing affect my whole day. I sometimes find I can't shake people's negative behaviours, even if they don't have anything necessarily to do with me. But empathetically, I can't help it. Well, you can help it. I just want to encourage you to that, first of all. So let's change that affirmation straight away. I am the creator of my reality, and I get to choose how I feel in every moment. And so, Jennifer, and I know this is very basic stuff and you are probably very well aware of this, but I just want to reinforce it for you. If you would simply, when you notice that you're allowing someone else to affect your vibrational field, if you would simply remind yourself in that moment, oh, that's right, I'm the creator of my reality. That asshole over there isn't the creator of my reality. I am. So what would I prefer to be creating? And so, you know, maybe you'll say, well, I'd prefer to be feeling happy. And so then the next question would be, well, what would make me happy? What would make me feel happy and lift me out of this lower vibration right now? And then go and do that thing. Just take 10 minutes, take 5 minutes, take half an hour, take an hour. What are some of the things that will raise you from that? Have a list of that available to you. Or know it so well that you don't have to think about it. You could just simply step outside your door and put your feet in the earth. You could put on a YouTube playlist of your favourite music. You could put on a cat video, if that's your kind of thing. Make a list of the things that will allow you to lift yourself out of that vibration. Now, we often say that your only job is to raise your vibrational frequency and then to mind your own vibration. Now, what that means is to be mindful of any vibration that's lower than you wish to be, and in the moment of becoming mindful of being in something lower, you simply make the decision to raise your vibration. So you do whatever you need to do in order to raise that frequency for you. Now, please understand, I'm not saying that you should bypass any of your hard work or any of your inner work. This is just a moment in time where you lift yourself up. You can go back if there's something there that you do need to heal. I don't feel that's the case here with you, Jennifer. I feel you're just very open vibrationally and picking up on other people's energy. So I won't talk about, you know, going in and finding what's triggered you and those things, because I just don't feel that that's relevant to you. However, I did want to mention it because I know that there are people who do need to do deeper work, and I would point that out absolutely if I could see that with you, but I don't. I just feel like that you just need to, okay, what do I need to do to get out of this and to do that thing, okay? Thank you, Joey. Olivia, nice to hear the reminder in such a loving way, especially since we do need reminders like children over and over again. Absolutely, Olivia. Okay, let me just... Wendy, thank you. Wendy's just saying that the 28-day money intensive program changed her whole being in a positive way around everything, including money. Well, I always say the money work's not about money. So, fantastic. So... Yvonne, yes. Yvonne's just saying, I need to believe that I can have and I can create. And so, Yvonne, I could tell you that in this moment. In fact, I just have. I could tell you that, and I could tell you it over and over and over and over and over and over again. But nobody else outside of you can force you to believe in yourself. There's work to be done around that. And, you know, there's so many different ways that we can do that. We can start, just make a decision right here, right now, that you do believe in yourself, that you are a creator of your own reality, that you can create, that you can live the life that you want to live, that you really are as good as sometimes you think you are, because I know each and every one of us, we have these moments of knowing who we are, and then that part of our brain that wants to keep us small says to us, oh, no, you're not. So allow yourself to be led more by that really quiet little voice that knows who you are, that knows how amazing you are, that knows what you're here to do, all of those things. get more and more and more comfortable to listening to that very quiet voice until it speaks louder than the other voice, which is currently speaking loud, which is saying you don't deserve it, which is saying you're not worthy. Other people can create, other people can have what they want, but not you. We need to just shut that voice down. We're doing the work on that as we speak to you, Yvonne. We're just working with that with you. And when we say we simply mean the non-physical aspects of you, because you've asked, and whenever you ask, your non-physical aspects provide the answer. Sometimes they provide the answer through me. Sometimes they provide the answer through a book, through someone else, through a word that you hear, or from any manner of things. So just know that you've asked, therefore the answer is coming to you. So keep your ears pricked, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, be aware of the messages that are coming to you. So yeah, Yvonne, it's just simply a worthiness thing. Who am I? Who am I? I'm just a small thing. And of course, the truth is that you are larger. You are so enormously large. In other words, what we're saying is, and we'll say it again, just for you, Yvonne, in this moment. Take a deep breath in and give us all of your attention and presence and listen to the words that we say. You are the physical manifestation of the universe. You're not just the human body, but you are everything else that you see, everything else that you do not see. In other words, all of the non-physical. You are so expanded, and we want you to start to allow yourself to see that, to feel that, to know that in this moment, to feel the expansiveness of who you are. You are never ending. You are never ending, and you are capable of tapping into this non-physical aspect and knowing everything that you need to know. It's already within you. Everything that you need to know in order to live your best life in this physical manifestation is already within you. Allow yourself to hear it. Allow yourself to receive it. So, Yvonne, I hope that helps, my darling. Yeah, Tanya. So Tanya's just saying, how do I not collect others' symptoms when they are sick? I always seem to feel as they do. Well, again, and I understand that you've written this because you need to say it to me in order to find the answer, but there's a part of you, there's something within you that owns this. I always get sick when others get sick. So you need to disown that. You need to say, actually, I don't choose that anymore. And because I'm the creator of my reality, I'm going to choose the opposite of that. And so what's the opposite of that? The opposite of that is I no longer get sick. Whether others are or not is irrelevant to me because I create my reality. And to start training your vibration towards that. At the moment your vibration is in, noticing that someone's sick and immediately noticing, or very shortly thereafter, noticing that you also feel sick. So you're tapping into their vibration. You're saying to their vibration, come over here and join my vibration. What we want you to do is to look at them and see their vibration and separate your vibration from their own. In other words, we're saying to you very much the same as when you hear people say, cut the cords. But we don't think it needs to be that drastic. And we like to help you to understand that this is something that you are doing. It's not something that's being done to you, as so many of our empathic friends believe. And so how to not collect other symptoms when they are sick is to believe that you are always healthy, and to continue to believe that, and indeed to vibrate at that so much that others, when they come around you, are lifted out of their sickness, because you have the power for that. Each and every one of you have the power for that. Your work is to raise your vibrational frequency and to then mind your own vibration. In doing so, you take your highest vibration out into the world, and everyone around you will either rise up to your vibration or they will not be in your space. You see, this is how you vibrate away from those who no longer resonate with you. There's no need for you to verbally say, I don't want to be your friend anymore. It's a vibrational resonance. Thank you, Tanya. Sally, if I have to answer your question, I'm sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. I hope that's not causing problems. Sally has asked the number one thing to do regards moving forward now. And what's really coming through to me strongly here, Sally, it's not just for you, but what's really coming through strongly is to start to believe that you are the creator of your reality. Start to believe that you are the physical manifestation of source energy, and then start acting like it. So start to believe it. Walk around the house saying, I am the physical manifestation of all that is. How powerful am I? I am the physical manifestation of the universe. How powerful am I? Until you convince yourself. And then start acting like it. Wendy, good question. Wendy has said, when you're open, say in a channel, is it necessary to close down after? Now, there are two very opposing beliefs around this. So there are those who are in the camp of you must open and then close your channel, and that you must protect yourself, and all of these sorts of things. And then there is my camp, and I know there are a few people here with me, but not too many. We are not the same beings we were even 5-10 years ago. We are not vibrating at the same level, and neither is anybody else. And so for me, myself, I can only speak for myself, but since I started doing my spiritual work, since I started to recognize that I was the physical manifestation of all that is, I also recognize that my job is to always be an open channel, to answer, to be the receiver of the answer for other people. And so I have never shut my channel down. If it opens, there's someone who needs a message, and it closes. I trust fully, absolutely, implicitly and fully in my own power. So therefore, I know that if my non-physical aspects are speaking through me, it's because they are required to be speaking through me for whatever reason, or for whoever's in front of me. I do not disconnect from my... In fact, I now call myself an embodied channel, because my non-physical aspects are with me 24/7. All the time. We have conversations all day, on and off. We have, you know, when I'm out in the world, if I'm just talking to someone, sometimes they'll just come through. Luckily, our voices sound more and more similar as I learn to raise my vibration more. When I first started, it was quite a different accent, so I'm glad it's not like that anymore, because it scares people. You can catch some old videos on YouTube if you want to hear that very, very strange accent that I used to have when the guides were coming through. So I now call myself an embodied channel, and truly this is who we are. We are the combination of our physical manifestation and also all of the non-physical aspects that we really are as well, all the way back to God. That's how we are one with everything. That's why I absolutely know without a doubt that you and I are one. I'm speaking to myself as I speak to each and every one of you. There is no separation. And so, again, it depends on what you believe. So we always live into our beliefs. And that's why I share my beliefs that might be a little different than others, because that way I can maybe, those who are ready for it or are wanting to step into that, or already know this but haven't yet stepped into it, can go, oh, I can start believing that. Someone else believes it, so maybe it's safe for me to believe it. This is why anybody teaches anything, really. So I hope that helps. Where am I? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Wendy. I don't know what words they were, but if they were powerful, I'm glad. Olivia, cigarette smoking. Funnily, I was thinking about that last night. I'm disappointed in myself for smoking and still don't know why when I do stop that I fall back into it. Something's not believing and really wish I could stop when I do care about myself. Okay. Whew. Okay, Olivia, I'm very familiar with this. Now, I think about this often because I was a very heavy smoker from the age of, I think I was about 14. I was shipped off to boarding school and, you know, all the shit that goes through your head when you're a young teenage girl and you end up being sent to another country to go to school, you know, all that stuff. And because my parents smoked as well. So I started smoking when I was about 14. I went home from school and having been caught so often, my parents said to me, you can smoke at home if you don't smoke at school. So I actually became a full-time smoker at 14, right? And I tried for many, 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 many years to stop smoking. So this is something I contemplate a lot. I think about it, I wonder why, and all of these things. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you. Any addiction like that, alcohol, smoking, sex addiction, so many different kinds of addictions, they are all ways for us to kill ourselves. I'm being very blunt. And I don't mean that you're consciously trying to kill yourself, but you are consciously believing that you're not enough. And so in believing that you're not enough, you're not loving yourself. Now, when you truly do get to a point of loving yourself, you will find that it will easily be gone. One of the things that you're doing right now, I can see it as soon as I read your question, one of the things that you're doing is that you are, every single time you get disappointed in yourself, you are beating yourself up. You're saying, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. And that is the most damaging statement. In fact, it is, in my belief, the biggest wound that each and every one of us carry. So what I'm gonna actually beg you to stop beating yourself up. I'm going to beg you to accept that sometimes you have a cigarette and you'd prefer not to, and leave it at that. No beating up, no saying I'm not enough, no saying I need to give this up. Move away from I need to do this thing into I desire to do this thing, and just allow yourself to catch up. Allow your physical form to catch up with the love that you have for yourself. So work on self-love and be very, look, the opposite of self-love, I call it unself-love because it's so subtle. It's so very, 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 very subtle. And one of the hardest, one of the biggest, one of the most common acts of unself-love is to in any moment think that you're doing anything wrong. And that's what you're doing, Olivia. You're believing that you're doing something wrong, so you are beating yourself up about it. So you are acting from unself-love, which is the opposite of self-love. To get where you want to go, you want to move into self-love in all sorts of areas, because when you do this, when you reach this level that you can then release that need to be hurting yourself through whatever it is that you're doing, beating yourself up or smoking or anything else, you're going to step into this whole new level of consciousness that you haven't touched yet. You get glimpses of it, you're back and forth in it, but my God, the minute that you love yourself through it, I think that's the best expression, love yourself through it, you are going to step into something even more amazing than you're currently capable of. So I'm really excited about that. And I can see that you got what you needed from what we've just said. So I shall leave it at that. Okay. Okay, Anara, allowing what you want / believe is often the missing piece. Absolutely it is the missing piece, because we're not we're not trained to be allowing Anara, are we? And we're not trained to receive. We're actually trained to go after something, to chase it down, to grab it and hold on to it, which is completely the opposite energy of allowing. So yeah, absolutely. Okay. Vicky has asked, is there a message for me today? So Vicky, what I'd say is that I would love for you to listen to the replay and to catch the message from all that is that came through in the first few minutes, and you'll find your message in there. So I just want to add to that and say that what I do know through the work that I do and through the way that I'm able to move myself out of the way and just simply bring through whatever is required for whoever's in front of me, I also know that time and space don't exist. So I know that if you're watching this in the future, your answer to whatever question you're asking is somewhere in these words we've spoken. Whether you're here or not is irrelevant. Okay, but if you're watching the replay or anything like that, or if I say to you, well, I've already answered your question, it'll be there somewhere. So make sure that you do watch the replay or keep listening. Wendy, I'm glad that makes sense to you. And Kathleen, open always. Beautiful. Thank you. Wendy's just saying, love your unique beliefs making a huge difference for me. Absolutely. I absolutely love working with people and changing their paradigms. Not necessarily through what I'm saying, because often what I'm saying is something that you're not, but that you've heard other teachers say to you. But I have this unique ability to change your vibrational frequency through the words that are spoken through me, when I'm in channel and when I'm not, regardless, because I'm an embodied channel. So that's why I love working with people, either in groups or one-on-one or coaching or whatever, or simply doing this, because I know that every single word is hitting your vibrational field exactly where it needs to help you to, instead of having to try and make yourself believe what I'm saying, you move into this space of just simply being in the energy of the belief of it, because your energy field is activated with these beliefs. And that is simply because you're the physical manifestation of all that is. I also am the physical manifestation of all that is. In other words, we are all connected to the same energy field. And so everything that I say for me is also for you. Everything I say for you is also for me. We're all one. There is no separation. And the sooner we can all step into this, the sooner we're going to change the world. This really is what ascension is all about. Coming into the knowing, not the belief, not the thought, not the perhaps, but the knowing that we are all one, and everything I do for you, and everything you do for me. We're all one. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, just let me jump up, see if there's any more questions. Thanks, Maria. Mwah! No more questions, so that's beautiful. I'm going to finish up now. I feel like we're done. We're finished. Thank you so much for joining me. I was a little bit nervous about coming on and starting this new weekly thing again, because every single time I have to go live or I have to allow myself to channel, and I'm telling you this because I want you to hear this. I really want you to hear this. There's a message in this for each and every one of you. Every single time I have to do this, I have a fear that comes up. What if it's not going to happen? What if I can't connect? What if the guides have nothing to say? And I still do it anyway, because I know there's a part of me that knows that I will never let myself down like that, and I would never let you down like that, and they as in my non-physical aspects, would never let me down. I also know that by all of us gathering collectively, we bring all of our own unique guides and guidance and knowledge and all of those things together, and I'm simply the channel for that. So trust is so very important. Trust in whatever is wishing to flow through you. Trusting that. So I come and I sit here and I go, oh gosh, I hope they're going to come through, and and then I remember, that's right. All I have to do is trust. And I want to invite you today to trust what you hear from that small voice inside you, to trust what you see through your imagination as something that's available to you. If you can see it, it's yours. It's right there. It's there for the taking. It's there for the receiving. So trust and receive. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you again next week. What fun. Bye.